All right, guys, you're welcome back. It's still the Sports Buffet on Elegbete TV Radio, and like I promised you guys, I always try my best to keep my promise. And you guys have been asking, bring Gernot Rohr. We want to talk to him. Why are you the one that is always talking to the coach? You are not supposed to be our mouthpiece. We are the fans of the Super Eagles. We owe it. He owe it to us to respond to us. Well, today I've had a conversation with coach. On Saturday, he was watching his former team, Bayern Munich, demolish Offenheim, and he agreed to have a conversation with the fans. So questions have been put out on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. So we're going to take your questions. Let me be very, very upfront with you guys that I never expected that the questions would be this much. So I might miss out on some of your questions. Please don't be offended with me. Don't be angry, but we will try our best to make sure that everything goes the way it should go, and we touch as many questions as possible. The coach of the Super Eagles, Gernot Rohr, is on the show with us now, and we're going to, as much as possible, bring him on the mic, and then we'll start going with your question. Emmanuel Sebastian is still in the building with us, so we'll take a question from Twitter, from Facebook, and from Instagram, and make sure that we'll find a balance in all of this. So, Coach Gernot Rohr, good morning and welcome to the Sports Buffet on Elegbete TV Radio. Hello, Coach. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's good to have you once again. I think this is now your favorite radio station. You're always here with us, and we're talking about all the matters that are going on. Before I bring the questions from the fans, let me start with this. Emmanuel Sebastian is also in the building, so say good morning to Emmanuel Sebastian.
Hello, Coach. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Coach. Trust you're doing good.
Yes, we are okay. We saw a wonderful match on last Saturday and another match on the Sunday of the under 19. It was very interesting, and I even was in the training session yesterday from Bayern Munich. They're working very well. They don't have the coach, actually. You know, the coach has been tested positive. So Julian Nagelsmann is still in quarantine, so they are the assistants who are leading the training session, but all is going very well.
Okay, so talking about being in quarantine, Coach, have you vaccinated?
I am vaccinated twice. First time I did it in Lagos, end of March. And second one, I got it in France, so I have the two vaccines. Second one was in June. It's important that you are sure to have 6 months normally where you are protected. So, but we have to be careful, you know. Nagelsmann was also vaccinated twice, but he has been tested positive, so you never know exactly.
All right, that's true. Coach, I want to ask you this. How much headache do you have as a coach of the Super Eagles, seeing that all your players are all doing well? Victor Osimhen, Dresser, Emmanuel Dennis, everybody, Paulo Nwachu, Simi Wankwo, everybody up front is doing well, and even the ones that are injured, Chukwueze, they're all back. How much of a headache you have, knowing fully well that in January you're going to drop some of this, you're going to look at their face and tell them you're not going to be on the plane to Cameroon. How much of a headache is that?
The headache I have, it's only when I have injuries. You know, when I have problems with my players, we have still NDD who's not back again. This is a big headache for me and for the staff. To have our players who are doing well, it's very positive. So we are no any headache about it. We have only some troubles with injuries or with when they have some other problems, family problems or something. But when they are doing well, we are happy. Why to have headache? The choice will be done, and it's good to have the choice already, that we have so many good strikers, and we will try to do the best choice like always.
Okay, so let's throw in the first question from the fan. Danny Aseboke said, why is Ikechukwu Ezenwa always in the team? Is he a goalkeeper or what?
Ezenwa actually is not in our team. He was in our team 1 year ago, and then Ezenwa is a good goalkeeper. He's in the 5 or 6 goalkeepers we watch all the time and we follow with our scouting team. Actually, they are not playing in Nigeria, so it's not easy for the home-based players to show something. But yes, and I do the choice for the goalkeepers always with my goalkeeper coach, Aloy. So we are all the time together to make the best choice.
All right, another question from Isaac Olawale Fadipe. He said, what style of football is Rohr playing? For example, Jurgen Klopp playing Gengen pressing. Pep Guardiola plays tiki taka. What style of football? What's the name of your style of football?
I would say it's attacking football because our strength is to have good strikers, good wingers, and we try to play with our strengths. Quickly, going quickly from behind to the attack, having good solidarity on the pitch, collective football, a few touches only, don't run too much with the ball, 1, 2, 3 touches maximum to progress quickly from behind forward. Our philosophy is that we are all the time like a block, defending together and attacking together. Don't let any space in the midfield, for example. And then our collective football should be a guarantee to have the results, because like you know, we don't have these big stars we had in the past who could make the difference alone. We don't have Mohamed Salah. We don't have Sadio Mane. Our strength must be the team, the collective football. That's why we try with our good players we have, but not anyone is playing in the biggest teams in the world. We don't have anyone in Bayern. We don't have anyone in Liverpool, in Manchester City or United or in other big teams, Dortmund. So we have our good players, but not the stars who can make the difference alone. That's why our own solution is to play together like a team and a collective football.
All right, from Don Chris Nelly Omon. He said, Coach, what do you set to achieve, or what is your goal with the Super Eagles? What record in Nigerian football will you like to break, and what history would you want to make and be remembered for when you are gone?
What we want is to play good football. What we want is to progress. What we want is to have results. What we want is to qualify for the AFCON and for the World Cup. That's what we are trying to do actually. AFCON is done. When we are in the AFCON, we want to win it, because I think even other teams has stars, more stars than us, bigger players than us. Our collective football could have a chance to win the AFCON. First step, and we go step by step, is now to finish first in our group. It's already not easy to finish first. Actually, we have 2 points more than Cape Verde. If we do 2 draw, we are already sure to be qualified for the next round, the playoffs. If you do a draw and again a draw, we will finish first, which is sure. So, but we would like to win the 2 games, of course, like always, and to avoid bad surprises like a young team can have sometimes, and we had it already. But it's a part of the football. You learn more when you have a bad result than if you win all the games. You don't ask so many questions when you are winning all the time. So let's progress together. The goals are the next match is all the time to progress and to say that Nigeria has a team for the future.
All right, thank you very much for that. There is Ode Kenneth. The question you ask, Isaac Olawale Fadipe have also asked that question, so I'm going to get past it and move to Emmanuel Omotunde Lawrence. He said, Coach, when we have the likes of Kelechi Iheanacho, Victor Osimhen, Paul Onuachu, and the rest of them, why do you still think you want to extend an invitation to Jude Odion Ighalo?
Yeah, because we miss his leadership. We miss his experience. We miss the goals he scored. He was the best goal scorer in the last AFCON. He was the best goal scorer in the qualifiers. And I think we have so many young players that they could learn a lot on the side of such a great player. Ighalo is a very important man. I hope that he can come back. I put him on the bigger first list, provisional list for the next games. We are in the touch. He's doing very well in the club, and he has still the ambition to help his country. We have so many good strikers. We invited the last time Awoni, we had Mofi, we had the other one, Onuachu, like you know, Osimhen, of course, is actually number one, our strikers. But we don't have anyone like Ighalo. Ighalo is different. He's a special player. He sees everything. He's feeling. He's smelling the football. So I think in our team now, with his maturity, with his experience, he could help us much more.
Okay, so AY Ogurume, he said, why is it so difficult for him to give our home-based players a run in the team, considering that he's been working with the home-based players in his previous employment? That they're saying that why don't you give home-based players, especially when in your previous countries that you work with home-based players? Why don't you give home-based players chance in Nigeria?
Because Nigeria has a particularity that they have so many players in the big leagues. In England, in France, in Germany, in Italy. We have players in the best leagues of the world. They're working very well. Already in the academies, a lot of them are coming from the academies in England or in other European countries. And we don't have the same quality of infrastructures, perhaps also of training sessions in the country, in Nigeria. So that is logic that the players have a better technical, tactical, and physical level. Actually, the organization of the Nigerian Football Professional League is not easy. They try the best, especially the Vice President Shehu, I know, is working a lot to bring them forward. But, so long months, no football. 9 months last year, no matches, no games, nothing. Perhaps some training sessions, but it's not enough for the players to improve. And now actually they're still not playing. So it's difficult for them to be a competition for the European players. We take the best one. Very often we give a chance to the local players or to the under 20. I have the statistic. We put 24 players already in the Super Eagles from the home base. So from the 24 players we put in the Super Eagles, 23 left immediately after to Europe or to Northern Africa to sign professional contracts. So you cannot find all the time new one. We take the best one. The last one was Ighalo. Ighalo is a winger. We have so many, but I give him a chance. Immediately after, French teams, German teams wanted to have him, but he chose to go to Espérance Tunis. And now he's also in the profession, no more home-based player. So we have so many examples with that.
You are listening to Elegbete TV Radio.